These are clips of my clients flirting with women they just met and getting reactions like this.
I'll take you there. Let's go have a drink sometime.
Their secret? They simply used 5 flirting techniques that can get almost any girl instantly hooked, and in this video I'm going to break down each of them with real life examples so you can go out and use today. So if you want to get insane results like my clients, click the first link in the description and make sure to watch till the end to steal these techniques for yourself. Starting with the first one, compliment with intent. This is when you compliment something about the girl and include a suggestive look. This makes your intentions clear in a masculine and direct way. When you have the balls to own it and say what you mean without any fear or shame, it commands respect. It makes her think this guy knows what he wants and he's not afraid to show it. While most guys are too afraid to even make a move, you're putting yourself in a category of your own. Just look at how my client Todd does it in action.
Excuse me. Hi. I just want to give you a compliment. You're very beautiful.
Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. Where are you from?
Notice how relaxed he is. His feet are planted, his tonality and pace in conversation is laid back and unashamed. He did his open and assumed she'd stop as well. That energy signals confidence. It's that, of course she would stop for me, because women always stop to listen to what I have to say because what I have to say is important. And that confident, dominant energy is why it works so well. This is a really simple flirting technique, but it's how you establish an attractive aura right from the start. And I mean, come on, do you really think you're gonna get friend-zoned if you start off a conversation with this much balls and gusto? Of course not. Now, being direct is a great place to start, as you saw here, but it can be overwhelming and lose its magic if it's the only thing you do. In fact, the language of flirting is all about subtlety. His compliment works so well because of the subtle body language and vibe attached to it. Which brings me to the next technique, and that is the subtle suggestive scan. This is when you give a woman that subtle suggestive scan and a bit of a smirk that lets her know you're thinking about her in a romantic way. Here's how to do it like an expert. You want to lock eyes with her first. This grabs her attention and makes sure she'll see you when your eyes slowly linger downwards, and do that suggestive scan that shows her you want to be more than just friends. Most guys can't hold eye contact to save their life. So if you can lock eyes with her and then feel confident enough to communicate interest in a subtle yet powerful way like this, it'll show her that you're a guy who's used to getting what he wants.
Yeah, visiting, work and pleasure. Yeah.
You work in marketing, fashion?
Fashion.
Fashion?
Yeah,
Okay,
fashion.
no wonder you guys are tripped out and look nice.
Notice how I do the scan as I'm saying my words, and I also do it towards the end of my sentence. This gives it more power because I'm doing it when there's a little bit of silence. Now you can do this subtle suggestive scan while you're saying something flirty or when you are saying something normal. Either way can be powerful. My personal favorite is to do it after saying something a little bit flirty or suggestive, because when you do that scan in a moment of silence, it really adds to the suggestive romantic nature to it, and it really establishes a more sexual vibe in the conversation. Notice how in all of these clips, my body language is grounded and unflinching. This is the most important part, because if you try to do this and then awkwardly look away halfway through when you feel a little bit of pressure, it'll totally ruin the vibe. Flirting is all about energy. The way you say something is way more important than what you're actually saying. When getting to know a girl, most guys will ask boring interview style questions that make the girl mentally check out. Instead, you want to use assumptions and cold reads. This allows you to get to know her in a more playful and engaging way. Watch how my client Todd does it in action.
Do you do modeling? You look like you should do modeling. You're very beautiful.
That's so sweet.
Yeah,
I
that's
never
true.
Really, like, took it up.
No, you could definitely do that.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Notice how instead of simply asking, "What do you do for work?" he instead makes a cold read, asking if she's a model, then following up with a compliment and a subtle suggestive scan, doing both of the first two techniques back to back. Even though he was wrong, she still tells him what she does for a living, and the conversation allows him to get to know her while also giving him the opportunity to integrate a compliment at the same time. Cold reads like this are great because they make the conversation feel less predictable and focus on the most important aspect of a romantic interaction, and that is fun. That's precisely why this next technique is so important. It makes the conversation feel spontaneous and it gets her to chase you.
By the way, if you'd like to work with me personally to master your in-person interactions and get you on 1 to 3 dates per week with girlfriend quality women, click the first link in the description and apply to join my private coaching program.
And the technique I'm talking about is playfully profiling. This is a flirtatious way to get to know a woman by guessing who she is. Instead of interviewing her like every other boring guy does, you instead playfully guess her personality, her lifestyle, or her type based on her vibe. So you're basically teasing her while getting to know her all at the same time. Notice how I do it here in this clip almost immediately after opening.
What did you guys order?
This is a latte with cold milk.
It's a little basic. I'm
Why?
kind of judging the drink a little bit. You got to get something with a little bit more spice.
Why is mine
Sophisticated.
basic? What?
You're kind of fitting like the basic white girl vibe. Starbucks, blonde. Got the athletic wear on, but we can work with
Well, I'm
it.
going on a walk.
We can work. Okay. I'm not
Want me in
judging.
heels?
No, of course not. You look great. Where's your set from?
I have no idea, to be honest.
They should be paying you for making it look so good. They should be giving you a commission.
Yeah.
There's no good ones. I'm just calling it like it
What
is.
are you doing tonight?
What's up?
What are you doing tonight? We'll be at Sexy Fish.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm around the
8:30.
corner from there.
So you should
Yeah.
pop in.
Yeah, I will. Do you have Instagram? I'll shoot you a message.
Yeah.
Notice how I profile her for being a basic white girl for wearing a yoga set, drinking Starbucks, and going on a walk. This little bit of playful profiling is the second thing I say to her immediately after opening the conversation, and you can tell just how engaged she is as a result of it. It gets her invested in the conversation, it establishes a little bit of a competitive back and forth, and now she's more invested in what I have to say. And as you can see, once I combine this technique with all of the ones prior to it, the natural next step is to get the phone number or Instagram. In fact, in this clip, she does the next flirting technique, which is so powerful, and that is the soft close. She asks me what I'm doing tonight, and then she tells me that she'll be at this bar/restaurant later that night. And to take it a step further, she even invites me to pop in later. That makes it really natural for me to go and ask for the phone number. This is what's known as a soft close. Soft closes create a more natural way of escalating and asking for the phone number. You want to first mention something. It can be an activity or anything really during conversation, and then you use that as the reason to get the contact info, just like she did. She said, "What are you doing tonight?" She told me what she's doing tonight, and then she suggested that I meet her. So naturally, the next step is to get the phone number. This way, we're not asking for the phone number abruptly or without a reason. Another great example of this would be if I asked a girl in conversation during an approach, "Hey, what do you do for fun?"
Have you heard of? It's a private club I belong to. I'll take you there. Let's have a drink sometime. Do you? Let me get your phone number.
Let's say she mentions that she likes to try out new restaurants. I can then suggest, "Hey, have you tried out this restaurant in this area? It's really good." If she says no, then I can easily follow up with, "Oh, you definitely have to try it. It's one of my favorite spots. Maybe we can go sometime. What's your number? I'll text you and maybe we can do it sometime soon." That is precisely what the soft close is, and if you've watched any of my other approaches, you've seen me do it hundreds and hundreds of times. If you do it correctly, you'll get the contact info and you'll be that much closer to getting a date. However, doing the approach is only step one. Making sure she actually shows up to the date will be dependent on the text conversation you have after the approach. And that's why texting is one of the most important dating skills. That conversation you have with her makes or breaks whether or not she'll agree to the date and go out with you. And if you want to know the exact 3-part formula I use for all of my text conversations, including the best opening lines and exactly how to ask a girl out on a date without getting rejected, then click the first link in the description and check out my 100% free texting course. In it, I'll walk you through the 3 best opening lines. It also includes a full vault of copy-paste message strips you can steal to get dates today. And it's the same exact texting course my client Giannis used to land 8 dates in a single week. So if you want to make sure all your approaches and text conversations end in a date, then click the first link in the description and get my texting course. It's 100% free. And it's the best way I know to get on dates with 9s and 10s as fast as possible. And like I mentioned, it's 100% free. So hurry up and check it out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.